And the market has reshuffled again, so let's see. Yeah, now they're offering a different set of items. Well, some of them are, anyway. Of course, the church will give you booze, because why wouldn't they? But we've got a mission right here, and in this case, we are eliminating a person, so this is basically an assassination mission. We're working for Realware, and we're attacking Daydream Chems. Now, this is important, and I'll explain why. When you look at factions, who you're fighting for will determine who benefits. And by benefit, I mean their faction will gain more reputation and they will advance their tech level the more you do missions that benefit them. It will also determine the potential rewards. So where I showed you on the stock market, you get rewards from that loot table anytime you successfully complete a mission for a faction. Now, that also matters because the faction that you're fighting against will have its own loot tables, and that will depend on what type of equipment you're going to find on a lot of the enemies. Now, in the early game, it's not as important because a lot of the early game equipment is pretty homogenous between the factions. But later on, if you're looking for specific weapons or armor, you want to pick the factions that field that equipment in order to get it. So let's see. If we're gonna do an assassination mission, let's go full on. Let's go full on Daka here. We're gonna go melee, and we're gonna use the Eclipse Blades. So again, Isabella is our primary melee person in the early game. They ignore all infections, so they never get infections from damage. They also get an additional 25% melee damage anytime we eat raw meat, raw human meat. I'm not going to do that. We also get a 50% damage bonus anytime we melee kill somebody. We get basically just get health regeneration anytime we take a wound. We get sprint accuracy, so when we're running around, i.e. when we're doing melee, we will have more accuracy so we can stay in run mode and still have a better chance of hitting our targets. Correct, Kerbicha. You are not wrong in this case, where late game, as you get into the late game, the factions will begin to specialize more in what their gear is and what it does. So that's another consideration. You also just get a flat 10% additional dodge chance and a flat 5% extra melee accuracy. So Eclipse Blades is great for melee, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, we have the sword. I would be a fool not to use it. I don't even think I'm going to take a ranged weapon on this one. And we'll go ahead and we will use this armor because it's pretty heavy duty and there's a chance that we may be taking some hits. So, we will go in hard. Of course, we're going to take our stack of sorbents. That'll be our antibiotics. I'll take a couple of bandages because they're pretty easy to produce if we need them. And I don't have any food except for canned food. So I think I'll take one as an emergency ration. But I'm hoping that we'll find more food on site. Brofisticus, this is absolutely a game right now that you can sink a lot of hours into. And again, as I said, this is early access and a lot of the planned features are not even implemented yet. So as time goes on, there's going to be a lot more to this game if the devs deliver on what they've promised. Alright, here we go. So this is our first fully proc-gen mission outside of the tutorial. Alright. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's a balaclava. Another thing is, in the early missions, you will often find, like, random items just laying around. I tend to grab just about everything early and then prioritize my loot as as my inventory starts to fill up. Now, where the hell is the door? I wasn't really paying attention. There we go. And I'm gonna be pretty brazen in the early game just because I'm not a complete noob to this game yet. Alright, so here we go. We are going to run in and immediately schwack this dude with a sword, as you do. You have a pistol, you have a shotgun. We might take a hit here. Yep. I also want to switch over to the multi-attack. Nope. Made a mistake. There we go. Now we'll wait for Homeboy to get a little bit closer and give us the advantage. There we go. And there you have it. Oh man, this guy was loaded. This guy was loaded. Alright, well now we got a shotgun. We got some ammo for it. I'm gonna take the ledger, the food. I'm definitely gonna take the duct tape. And yeah. Off to a good start. Off to a good start. Got some antibiotics up here. I don't even know if this is the direction that we're supposed to be going. God damn it. I don't know why it's taking the long way. It's actually kind of annoying. Always take the water. Always take the water. You never know. We don't really need the antibiotics. Even though they're really good for infections, I have a stack of sorbent, so I don't really need the antibiotics. Excuse me. It's not actually letting me move down here. Like, I can move right here, but for whatever, like, it will not let me move to any of these. Oh, because of the... Right. I forgot. Different elevation between these 2 points. I was feeling like we might have run into a bug. There we go. What else have we got? I think we get into cover. So we're gonna go bam and bam. And we'll let our mans come around the corner. Are you not gonna come around the corner? Alright. And there we go. More water, of course, because you always want to be able to put yourself out. And we will take the morphine, because morphine is good. What do you got? Oh, another pistol guy. Alright. Probably not the smartest thing in the world, but let's go ahead and charge this dude. We ain't playing, chat. We ain't playing. Melee is actually very effective in this game. Like, I know it seems dumb to bring a sword to a gunfight, but don't count out melee in Quasimorph. If you build for it, it can be very, very powerful. And as if to highlight, the old nail gun. The old nail gun. For those of you that have been playing first-person shooters for a while, you'll know all about that. And here's our elevator. Outstanding. Let's head to floor 2. There is an entire class of weapons that use nails as ammunition, which I absolutely appreciate. We just found a big backpack. These big backpacks are exceptionally rare, and they are very, very good. So always, if you ever find one of those, try to get out with it if you can. Let's see, what do you got? You got poison, I think we switch over and let the shotgun do the talking. I just don't feel like getting poisoned, that's all. I'll take the super glue for now. Oh, and he dropped some food as well. You love to see it. Pistol. Come at me. Oh, alright. They are, in fact, going to come at me. There we go. Took a little more ammo than I would have liked. But while melee is effective, you've always got to make sure that you've got some kind of ranged weapon to fight back with, because you will occasionally find yourself in situations like this, where you've got to run down a long hallway and you don't have any cover. Yeah, exactly, Kurbachev. It is a turn-based game, so it seems slow-paced, especially if you do like me and you stop to like evaluate what's going on. We actually shot out this person's heart. Yeah, like we exploded this person's body so much that their heart is now sitting on the floor. Interestingly enough, as you see, we can throw a heart at someone. I think we're going to, just for fun. Yeah, it didn't do anything. I had to do it, though. And so now we're gonna play the game where one of us opens the door and the other one closes the door. But it's too late for you now. Oh, he just used a grenade. That's not good. This is a room full of explosives. Why would you do that? What is wrong with you? Oh, shit. Alright, we're running towards a flaming barrel with a person standing behind it as well. And they have a gun. Alright. Let's open this door. There we go. Oh, it was only a flashbang. That's disappointing. Oh, you disoriented your own people. Wow, that's unfortunate. Alright, fine. The hard way, then. Now, remember, as I said before, fire bad. There is at least one enemy in here, so I'll demonstrate. If I move into sneak mode, and then I pass a turn, well, they open the door, but you can see I've got like the little sound indicators that will tell me if people are there. We're gonna have to... Alright, what do you got? You got the laser. That's gonna be the bigger threat to the current type of armor that we're using. There we go. Kokma, you missed some introductory stuff for Quasimorph, just explaining some of the mechanics and things, but otherwise it's been pretty uneventful so far. We're still in the early game. So yeah, we're using the stealth archer build. I'll take more bandages. Might as well take the food since it's there. Remember to always loot your enemies, chat. Just random shotgun shells on the floor. I'll absolutely take that. We'll take the vodka. I'm gonna take the energy cells, but I don't necessarily want the pistol. Oh, and bursting ammunition. Well, alright, we gotta make some space, so I'm gonna eat some food. Always get out with the special ammo, chat. If for no other reason than because it makes an outstanding trade good. And here is our elevator. We got another Enigma. I'm gonna take the duct tape, but we're not necessarily gonna use it. Not yet, anyway. I haven't found a weapon worth using it on. Yeah, I did have a little bit of a derp moment earlier when I was scrambling desperately to try to find the objective, even though I had walked right past it, like, twice. Might as well eat this. We'll take the med kit. Not that I think that we'll need it. Oh, mama. I don't want to shoot through the crate, though. I don't want to damage the weapon. Screw it. Get wrecked, nerd. I'll let them come to us. Now that we've shot at them, yeah, I was gonna say, they should be very interested in coming to play now. Oh. Alright. Whoops. Well, that's no good. We'll take more water. And it was a shotgun. Actually, a better shotgun than the one we're currently using, so I will absolutely take that. I'm gonna leave that other food on the ground for now. Whoops. And we will move on. Yeah, it's a meat room. You can clearly see all the meat. They have a foot, and they have a dude who they have apparently flayed alive. Alright, here we go. Another dude with a pistol. Not a huge threat. Another person with a pistol. Let's make it hot. I'm going after pistol guy first. Come here, you. That's okay. I'll take the hit. Come at me, bro. There you have it. And they were nice enough to bring me some food to counteract all of the calories that I'm burning sprinting around like a mad person. I think we're good on all that. I thought, didn't this guy have shotgun ammo, or was I just seeing things? I think I was just seeing things. Okay, so we got a stun baton down here. Oh, wow. You're gonna make it easy on me. Oh, well, we took a little bit of damage on that one. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of managers or the rat race in general, chat, especially, you know, given my current situation. Let's move away from the fire before we die. And we need to heal up. So we got an arm burn. Let's go ahead and use the medical glue for that. Oh, wow. Excuse me? I'm having difficulty understanding how I missed an entire blast at that range. Oh wait, you're melee, aren't you? No, you just have a pistol. Alright. Let's say hi. Alright. Definitely got somebody in here. Oh, we got multiple somebodies in here. Alright. Let's not chance it. Well, alright. We're attracting some attention. Because yes, gunshots will, in fact, attract enemies in the vicinity. This person is kind of irritating me with the whole moving back and forth thing. There we go. There we go. And yes, if a body is laying in a door, the door will not close. Which is kind of disappointing, because I think we all know and love that classic sci-fi trope of the person getting stuck in the airlock door and having various bits of their anatomy removed in the process. It's that kind of a game. Oh my, okay. Well, that's exactly what I was trying to avoid, but, well, you win some, you lose some. I'll let that run its course. I guess we can loot some of these other corpses in the meantime. I'm always gonna take more morphine. Definitely gonna take more shotgun ammo. Always. More food, you love to see it. I'm gonna take a flashbang, just on the off chance that we find a situation for it. And Jimbo, waving in the stream. Welcome to the stream, Jimbo, on a Saturday. Hopefully you're having an outstanding weekend so far. And glad you could join us for a little bit of Quasimorph. A roguelike extraction doom thing. Difficult to describe, but you'll pick up on it, I'm sure. Let's max out the stack. Oh, yeah, we got some more food. I'm focusing way too much on food. Oh my goodness, brigand? Oh, never mind. This isn't what I thought it was. Well, that being said, brigand armor isn't actually that bad. I don't know if it's worth giving up an inventory space for, though. Yeah, I agree, Kurbachev. This is... So, the thing that really makes this game for me is the extraction mechanics. Yeah, exactly. Like, the extraction mechanic adds a spin to this where dying doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot if you didn't lose much. Whereas in a lot of roguelikes, it's... death is either an inconvenience or it's, you know, extremely frustrating, depending on the way that the systems are set up. And this game does both. So it's interesting. Again, it seems like a no-brainer combination in hindsight, but there aren't a lot of games trying to do something like this. Data miner. Man, we gotta take a data miner. Alright, capacitor, you're out. Damn, they are hooking it up on the meat. Good lord. Alright. Jumbo, yeah, the inventory boss can be a pain in this game. It's not the same kind of inventory Tetris you get in, like, Tarkov, but it's a lot of the same vibes of trying, like, having more loot than you have space and trying to prioritize what you want to try to get out with. Alright, we got somebody up here. Okay, you're just a regular employee. Not a whole lot. Oh, well. Apparently I shot him so hard it took various parts of his body off. Where you going? Come back. Take another flashbang. As a matter of fact, might as well use one. Suck it, nerd. Oh, good God. Alright. Now we make our move, chat. And that's why flashbangs are great for melee fighters. When you absolutely positively have to kill everyone in the room, except no substitute. Take some more energy cells. More energy cells is always good. I'm debating on whether to try to take some armor out of here. Because we're basically at the end of the mission. We just completed the objective. We got our assassination target. Yeah, that is true, Kurbachev. The thing that it does not do that Tarkov does is it basically gives you infinite inventory space in your hideout, at the mothership. So you're not having to constantly like, oh, I need to get rid of this. Like, if you find a cool thing, you can always keep that cool thing. What do I actually want to take out of here is the question. I mean, glory armor is not really good enough for me to sacrifice inventory space for. Like, it's good in the early game, but we're gonna outgrow glory very quickly. Plus, armor is less useful. If you never get hit, you don't need armor, I guess, is the traditional wisdom. I think we just book it. We did good, we got some decent loot. I think we just get out of here. And we will evacuate. You are correct, Dark Sarah. Well, first of all, welcome to the stream on a Saturday. Hopefully you're having a great weekend so far. And second of all, you are in fact correct. You have to not get hit for that strategy to apply. And let's see, they gave us a pistol for our troubles. Which, I'm not gonna turn down more guns. And speaking of references, the vodka is Bay-12 vodka. If you know, you know. We'll keep the sorbents. Unload the ammo. We'll put the shotgun away. I'm gonna keep the sword on her because she's definitely good with it. Yeah, those are famous last words. Why worry about it if it's never gonna happen? Alright, Glenn Miller Orchestra. Good stuff, Dark Sarah. Well, hopefully you enjoy it. I hope it goes well, as always. If you are a fan of the arts, I know that kind of stuff can be very exciting. Alright, we're gonna finish the mission, and that's it. We have done all of the missions on Mars. What we could potentially do, because I did get out of there with a lot of food, is if there's anybody taking food, it's ANCOM again, though. I don't know what we really need from ANCOM right now. I could give them a bunch of food and roll the dice on some of the chips. 18% chance isn't bad, because I would like to get more item chips, class chips, and mine chips. And for those of you that don't know, basically, the item chip will allow you to produce new items on the mothership. The class chip will unlock new classes for you to give to your clones, and the mine chip will unlock new clones, because, again, as each clone has its own specialties, each mine chip will allow you to create a new clone. Now, you can get duplicates, but that just makes them good trade, rather than, you know, if you get a duplicate mine chip, you can just trade it for something that you actually need. Yeah, screw it. Just for fun. Just for fun. Let's go trade some food to Ancom. And we will see what we can get from them. I'm gonna trade in these packaged meals. Oh shit. So here's a little pro tip, chat, by the way. Whenever you land in a place where you're gonna do trade, don't fast forward through the landing, because then it will do stuff like reveal these crates for you and you don't have to wander around looking for it. And dang it. Alright, well, we only got weapons. I'm not gonna turn that down. I was hoping we'd get some chips, but I had to take the risk. We can definitely use these weapons. It's not as if we will not put them to use, but it's kind of disappointing. It's not what I was hoping to get. I guess we'll put a full stack of ammo, and we will finish the mission, and let's head to the system map and figure out where we're headed next. We could go to Phobos and Deimos. Let's see. We've got Core Word attacking the church, and we've got Core Word attacking civil resistance. And then on Phobos, we've got Ancom attacking civil resistance, and Daydream attacking sunlight. So a lot of work for Ancom in the Mars vicinity. Maybe we take a real challenge. What do you say, chat? We got Realware fighting against Daydream. What is Realware offering right now? Mostly explosives. Alright, well I'm not crazy on explosives. So maybe we go to the moon instead. We got Planet Bridge. Oh. And we've got the Quasimorphs trying to make a foothold on the moon, which is unfortunate. But I think we're gonna work for Planet Bridge. Let me double check what they're offering. Planet Bridge. Yeah, they've got really high chances for mind and class chips, so I think that's a good pick. So let us head to the moon, where we all know that wizards come from. Now, the thing about going outside of Mars and Mars orbit is that once we're in Earth's orbit or the moon or Venus, we have to deal with Quasimorphoses. And the Quasimorphosis is... it's difficult to explain, but think of it like a sanity level in addition to, again, like the barrier between hell and the real world. So, like, time will make the counter go up, combat will make it go up, killing things will make it go up. Obviously, eating human meat will make the counter go up. So, like, everything that happens is going to make the Quasimorph counter tick up. And the higher that it gets, the more demons will show up, and the more that those demons will be very, very powerful. And again, there are a lot of demons, especially at high Quasimorph levels, that can just straight up one-shot you. So that's one of the things that you have to constantly contend with if you're outside of Mars orbit. And that's where things like the vodka and the morphine come in, because those are the only way to keep Quasimorphosis down is by using those items that reduce it. And so it becomes a... You have multiple... It's basically, in the course of a mission, you will have multiple timers that are ticking down at any given time. You have the hunger timer, which will kill you if you starve. So you have to make sure that you always have food. You also have the Quasimorphosis timer, which is essentially counting up to overwhelming you with enemies. So it's one of those things that keeps you from doing what a lot of roguelikes encourage, which is to just canvas an entire level and loot everything that you can. There is an emphasis on getting missions done as quickly and efficiently as possible, and those timers can make the missions more difficult if you take your time, but never necessarily impossible. So we're gonna do this again, and without knowing what we're getting into, I think we'll take our melee fighter again. And as before, I think we'll take an emergency food ration. We'll take a couple of splints. Actually, you know what? Again, I'll take some bandages. Because bandages are easy to come by. So we don't really lose anything if we lose them. I think we're good other than that. I kind of want to take some morphine just in case. The thing about morphine, though, is you can absolutely get addicted to it. Now, there are drugs that can get rid of that addiction, but the addiction can be a huge, huge debuff. So you can... Like, there's a % chance every time you use morphine that it will get you addicted. And that can really hurt your character. In terms of, like, their accuracy and all that. So... I think we'll take a couple of morphine. Just to be safe. But we'll have to be careful. We'll have to be careful. So in this case, rather than killing a person, we're actually looking for an item. And so yeah, as you can clearly see, we start with Somnia, so every time I move, you'll usually see that timer ticking up. Now, it will occasionally go down, but 99 times out of 100, it's gonna be going up. Breaking the pact. Break the contract with the Quasimorph. Alright, I don't know what that is, but it seems important. I've never come across that item before. Oh, well, it's a good thing we brought a melee fighter, because it looks like we're up against mostly melee enemies on this mission. So this is the Possessed. Think of them like more aggressive versions of the basic zombies or demons in Doom. Alright, Dark Sarah, well again, glad you could join us, even for just a little bit. Hopefully you have a great time at the orchestra, and if we don't see you again, have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, these guys are primarily melee. Now, the thing that makes them more of a threat is they are medium speed, so they get 2 moves per turn. Brovisticus, you are correct. It is basically a zombie wielding a human leg. But they're mostly melee-based, which it's a good thing we brought a melee fighter. Because we're gonna have the advantage here, and I fully intend to make use of it. And we're gonna move back. And again, we got more food and stuff, which is exactly what we want. Oh, we got a boomer. So yeah, boomers blow up. They're very slow, but they do explode when you kill them. And so you don't want to be standing in the adjacent squares to them when they die. I did see that other guy up here. Unfortunate. I'll take that. Now, quad damage basically gets you drunk, gives you hunger back, and also reduces your Quasimorphosis a little bit. So that'll be an interesting item to use as we move through the level. Now again, for right now, we're gonna have the advantage. Yeah, boomers explode and fuck up the housing market too. Gotta be careful about that. Alright, let's see. We're still looking for the elevator. Got a makeshift battery. This might not be bad to take just for now, because if we come across scanners or auto decks that don't have power, we can use the batteries to power them. Ah, here's our elevator. Outstanding. Kokma, you're not entirely wrong. That's essentially the inspiration. It's the you get drunk to avoid negative effects, basically. Again, the game absolutely wears its inspirations on its sleeve. Alright, let's see. Can I guess it's not... Okay. Well, I guess they removed the ability to use batteries on scanners. I guess you can only use them on the auto decks now. That's unfortunate. But it is showing us where items are, which is good. Oh, and now we have robots to deal with. Robots have very high elemental resistances, but are very, very weak to cut, which happens to work out for us because we're using a sword. In fact, it's the only thing that they have a lot of, or don't have a lot of resistance against other than cold, but cold damage by itself is very difficult to use outside of Quasimorph weapons. Someone move back, let this Ganzo come at us. He's not going to. Oh, you ass. Alright, there we go. We did take some damage, but it's not the end of the world. Shit. Like, I'm trying to avoid this robot because he can and absolutely will fuck me up with that weapon. Alright, we're gonna try to charge him, and this is probably a bad idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. There we go. Outstanding. Outstanding. You love to see it. Take all this stuff. It's all good stuff all around. Got some explosives we don't need. We got another pistol. I think, yeah, this thing does more damage, so we're gonna take that. And yeah, I don't think the robot has anything. So here's another fun thing. You can also chop up robot bodies and get, like, robot parts. Don't really need them, but if you're playing the game and you find yourself in a situation where you need, like, specific robot-related crafting materials, that's a great way to get your hands on them. We do need to eat a little bit, because we're getting hungry here. Not a whole lot. You know what? We'll top off the stack here. Alright, let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, well, look at that. We already found the elevator. Another one of these, but this one's not quite as good. Got a shotgun pistol down here. Is this... Really? Is this the whole floor? Oh, no, there's a door up there as well. Okay, honestly, chat, I don't know if it's worth it. Because there's a lot of stuff up here, but that's all out of our way and isn't really going to give us a lot of benefit. So I think we just take the elevator. Head to the next floor. Correct, troubleshooter. If you don't hear the Geiger counter, it means you're not actively taking radiation. And Sierra rolling into the chat a little bit late on a Saturday, but glad to see you nonetheless. Says, I done did made it. Well, hopefully, I assume you were playing some Arma, but if not, hopefully you were having a good time whatever you were doing. And thanks for joining us once again on a Saturday stream. As always, I hope your weekend is going out fucking standing. We're playing a little bit of Quasimorph today. As Chet did decide. Well, the folks on the Twitter machine decided anyway. You know what? I think we're just gonna drop this. The Taiga M is a fantastic shotgun, and we've already got some shotgun ammo. So I think we switch out. Got another scanner here. We can actually see where the enemies are on this one, so that's gonna be fantastic intel, and it's also showing us where our item is. So we're on the correct floor, we just need to get all the way to the south of this area and we'll be able to finish the mission. Which is good. Knowing where the objective is always a good thing. Oh crap, wait. There you go. There's your tip for the day. You can kill boomers on diagonal tiles without taking damage. I got you, Sierra. Well, again, as always, glad to have you. Glad you could join us. I know that means you'll be popping out for Arma at some point, but like I said, we're always glad to have you. Glad to see you. And here we go. This is our tutorial message. Basically, this is a Quasimorph. An unfortunate creature of the Brahmfatura of the moon who would rather die than live. But life is his punishment. So this thing gets 2 movements per turn. It's basically the basic Quasimorph enemy, and they can hit very, very hard in melee. So we gotta be careful around them. I'm gonna back up a little bit. And this is what happens with Quasimorphosis. As it gets higher, you can see the ecolapse, which is basically a demon appearing. The percentage is gonna go up. And in this case, it's 20%. So there's a 20% chance every time we kill an enemy that they will die. Or that when they die, they will spawn a demon. That is not what I meant to do. Thankfully, while they can hit hard in melee, they're also very fragile and easy to kill. So that's a plus for us. What do you got? You're a melee robot, so I'm not as worried about you. We'll go ahead. Oh, well, you just shot your own dude in the back. Congratulations. And Gerald Quarters showing up in the chat as well. We've also got BLM showing up. Glad you guys could join us as well on this Saturday. I guess afternoon, morning, evening, whatever it is for you. Hope your weekend's going great so far, and welcome to a little bit of some Quasimorph action. Yeah, Sierra, 20% is higher than I would like, but it's not the end of the world just yet. I want to check this item. This is a couple of crafting resources. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this so I can stab you. There we go. Nothing really worthwhile here. Nothing worthwhile here. We got another electromagnetic weapon. I am gonna grab these ceramic plates though, because you can build some pretty high-level armor with them. The organs here are good for trade goods, and they do have a lot of value in barter, so definitely grab them when you get the chance. Oh no, BLM, Dave, whatever. It's whatever. I call you guys based on whatever I see in the chat, unless you've specifically asked me to call you something else, and I don't always remember. Oh, we got another guy with a leg here, and he did hit us, but thankfully we've got some good armor on, which is protecting us from a lot of the damage. And here it is. You may have noticed the music has changed. This is when the Doom music kicks in. We are now at the intrusion phase of Quasimorphosis, which means all of their stats now go up, and we're at 30% chance that they're gonna show up anytime we kill someone. They don't have damage resistance yet, but they will get it eventually. Yeah, hold on a second. Hold on a second, Kurbachev. There you go. Yeah, and the music will get a little heavier as the Quasimorphosis level goes up. Alright, we don't really need any of this, but I am gonna eat the food because food is good. Gotta keep ourselves from starving after all. We got some impactor boots, but we don't really need them. Oh hell, come at me, bro. Let you get a little bit closer and take care of that. Alright, nothing on these guys. Well, now I have to look at this. What is this? What is this clip? Oh. I have a feeling I know what this is. Yeah. Yeah. Revengeance is a hell of a drug. Yeah, it does kind of have a Super NES vibe to it. Alright, let's see. Oh, more sodas. Don't mind if I do. That's a bandage we don't really need. We got an energy weapon up here. I think the shotgun's gonna be the better get for us. Definitely take the Bay 12 vodka. So, here's the thing, chat. And I want to ask you guys. Do we want to keep pushing our luck on the Quasimorphosis level, or should I use some items to get it back down? Because I personally like duking it out with the Quasis every once in a while. I mean, maybe that's the Doomslayer in me, but I do like the additional challenge that it can add. Like, I stockpile those items just in case it gets out of control. But, see, I knew somebody was gonna do it. Bro Fisticus, the very first comment, all for edging the heavy metal. Yes, somebody... I knew somebody was gonna mention edging because... how can you not? I don't speak that. Oh my. Hello. Alright. More food. I like it. Got some shoes. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Man, we've got all the good toys. We have all the good toys. I'm gonna drop the medical glue. So, incendiary ammunition is exactly what it sounds like. It's basically this game's version of Dragon's Breath. But we also have the flechette rounds as well. Hey. I normally keep the special ammo types for trade. But let's make it hot, chat. Why? Oh, that's right. I have to switch over. Let's make it hot. I might regret this, but we gotta have fun, right? Oh, big boy. Well, guess who's getting the first shot? You love to see it. Make sure nobody's coming up behind us. The plus side about Dragon's Breath is by burning these guys, if a Quasimorph does spawn out of their body, they're usually going to be taking fire damage almost right away. Kokma, it didn't self-destruct, but they do explode when they die no matter what. Like, it doesn't matter what kills them, they always explode when they die. There we go. I was waiting for the fire to dissipate. Got some more food. Alright, we don't really need it at the moment. Ah, and here is the objective. This is what we came for. So, I think we'll drop the makeshift energy cells. We don't really need them. Don't need the duct tape, but I'll take it. We can do this and we'll eat the moo-moo. And we got a box over here in the corner with some Garbo ammo in it, and now we can evacuate. Outstanding work, chat. Outstanding work. Now we GTFO. And where's that elevator? There it is. There we go. Another mission complete. Now let's see, what did we get? We got some morphine, we got a silenced pistol, and we got a gladiator rig. So the gladiator rig is a slightly better version of the Pathfinder. It gives you increased reload speed when you use it. So not a great fit for Isabella here, since she's mostly a melee fighter. But I will turn down some free morphine. There we go. Now, what can I actually do? I can't do anything with this. I don't know what it's for, and it may be a new item that they added to the game. I've never seen this item, so I don't know what to do with it. Yeah, the vodka is secure. And Erst rolling back in after their painting. Welcome back, Erst. Glad you could join us, as always. Let's see. I'm not going to work for the demons. This is basically the demons who already like us because we freed their leader. Fighting against Space CNN. I'm not going to help the demons. Sadly, with these fights, you can't decide who you fight for. You just, like, oh, these guys are attacking those guys, and you either go on the offensive or you don't do this mission. That's something that I would like to see change in the future. Is the ability to, in these engagements, actually pick a side. Well, Zuck, you're not entirely wrong. They are, in fact, mortally challenged, but you could also probably make the argument that they're morally challenged as well. But yeah, unfortunately that leaves us with no other missions left to do on this planet, but we can, as always, have a look at the trade deals that are available and see if there's anything that might be worth trading. So we do have a turret. We could potentially trade this turret to Sunlight Coven. We'll have to see what they have available. And more kits. Planet Bridge and Sunlight Coven. All right, what are they giving us? Planet Bridge, yeah, we're not. I don't need any more of their stuff. And Sunlight Coven, I'm not thrilled about their selection of stuff either, but 43% chance at a class chip is actually really good. I don't know if we've got enough. I don't know if a turret will be enough for them, though, is the thing. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. So we'll take the turrets, and they like data miners as well, so I'll take both. We'll see what we can get. Well, Ernst, you say BB55 has secured another 4 tons of tea being dumped in the harbor, but what you fail to realize is I'm fairly certain that BB55 is also American and would be fully in support of your dumping of tea. Never forget, we won the war. Alright, let's see what we're gonna get here. 150 for a turret? That's kind of butt cheeks. Oh, data miner's worth a lot, though. Aw, you gotta be kidding me. Really? Not only did they not give us any chips, they gave us a bunch of food instead of... Like, I would have taken weapons over a bunch of food. Good lord. I mean, since we have so much food, maybe we trade in some food before we go? Nah, I think it'll be alright. It'll be alright. Alright, let us head elsewhere. So, currently on Earth, or in orbit of the moon. What do we got on Fuller? We've got RealWare taking on Daydream Chems. Alright. Conquest? I like Conquest. Let's do it.
We can terminate orbit, sir. Confirm charge and go.
Actually, let's see. Can we potentially? And we could start. Oh, this is a flamethrower turret. Never mind. I did not realize that the turret blueprint we got was a flamethrower turret. I'm suddenly very interested. I would like to know more. Alright, I'll have to keep that in mind. I was gonna see if we could produce anything while we're en route, but...